morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever state, whatever city, whatever country that you are listening from. My name is Shofu, and this is another wonderful episode of the PestXperience Show. And the PestXperience Show tonight and today is a different, remarkable one and a superb, experienced, talented, amazing one out of the PestXperience Show that we've been having over time. And this time around, I'm not just doing it alone with a virtual guest, but I'm doing the physical guest. And having it physically, the PestXperience will cut across different states, across different city, across different country, where we talk about things that has to do with pest management, products, pest management, frequently asked questions, best strategies in controlling pests across different states, across different city, across different country. Now, right in the studio, I'm not doing it alone. I have amazing guests right on the show tonight. Right now, I have representatives of Essence Fine Chemical, right? I have Charlotee Lee right in the studio. Thank you very much for joining the PestXperience Show. And I also have Mr. Jean right on the show. So please introduce yourself for people who are just getting to know what Essence do and what your name.
Okay. Hello everyone, we are from Essence Fine Chemical, and in Nigeria from last year we built our factory. Actually, this is our first overseas factory outside China. Previously, we focused on manufacturing of good products and export to other countries to make the farmers grow better and bigger. So until now, we have exported to around 90 countries.
90 countries?
Yes, fortunately. Wow. Thank you for all the customers. And since last year, we started Nigeria markets and we set up a factory here. So in this markets, we also want to produce good quality products in this continent. Since we've seen in this market, we still have a lot of to do, especially for pest control products. We know that cockroaches, termites, it affects people's human beings' general life a lot.
Yes.
So that's the reason why we are here in Nigeria and for Nigeria.
Amazing. Thank you very much. I mean, one of the greatest things that helps us in pest management here is the quality of the product. I say something that the results and the efficiency of your pest management operation is dependent on the product and also the technician that is doing the job, how detailed the technician is in doing the job. And over time, one thing that we've noticed is that there is little or no public health pesticide manufacturer here in Nigeria. And it's great to have your company directly from China setting up a manufacturing site here in Nigeria. I'm sure you must have, experienced a couple of maybe questions, challenges, things like that in the industry so far. So how has Nigeria been so far?
Actually, it's complicated. I mean, Nigeria is a big market, so many players entering this market, no matter what kind of previously business they are doing. So we've seen a lot of trading companies here also. But in terms of quality, it depends. Some multinational companies are here and their quality are very well, but their prices are amazingly high.
Yeah.
So we are here also, we want to balance the quality but also the affordability for the end users.
The end users. Great. And that's the very unique point, because like you said, we have been so much used to imported products. Yes. So importing most of those products causes the products to increase in price. And for that reason, pest control operators just focus on using agrochemicals. So one thing that on the PestXperience Show here is that we talk about best practices, best solutions to apply. But usually I say something that you can talk about the challenges, the problems, but if you're not offering the solution to them, then you've not solved the problem. And it's great that we're having such amazing products in Nigeria here and the manufacturing site here in Nigeria. So when is the duration for manufacturing the product? When is it likely to come on board?
I think since we start our process since last year and registration at the end of 2025, so within 2026, our products, KingGuard products, would be ready. Our first batch KingGuard products has 6 products.
6 products.
The targets of mosquitoes, cockroaches, termites, and the most important part is bed bugs. It affects people's life a lot. So that's the main targets we want to tackle with in the initial step.
Great. So the major pest now is termite. Because recently, I'm sure you must also have engaged with some other pest control companies, and they tell you the products that is available is way expensive.
Very expensive.
It's way expensive, yes. And it's great that we are seeing innovations like this. So, what are the active ingredients that we should be looking at in terms of this product?
Actually, this is our technical VP
is
also here. So for some technology questions,
yes,
we can also discuss with him. Our first batch, our key active ingredients would be dinotefuran, which is the 3rd generation.
Okay, I thought you want him to take the product, the active ingredient product. But first, we've not even introduced your name and also the products active ingredients that are available.
Hello everyone, my name is Jim.
Great.
This is the first time to
That's great. That's great. So what are the active ingredients that we're looking at with the new manufacturing site?
Dinotefuran,
imidaclopride,
lambda cyhalothrin.
Okay, lambda cyhalothrin. Okay.
Yes, basically that's the common, and also in the future batch we will launch more active ingredients.
Great. So what are things that kind of differentiate the product, right? The incoming product from the existing product?
Yes. Actually, we've seen a lot of DDVP in this market.
Yeah.
It's effective for sure. But it's effective because it's toxic. So that's the reason why we want to launch some safe and environmental health, and also even human being and pets health, pets friendly products.
Pets,
yes.
Like dogs and cats.
Your dogs, your cats, your other pets like birds or something. So, we want to also care about this kind of families, since they are also part of our key customers. Since in many families with pets, they are afraid that the pest control products would be harmful to the pets. So, like our dinotefuran, KingGuard, RoachGun Pro, they are also very friendly to the cats and dogs, and also you can even add it when you wash the mattress or you wash the curtains. That is also okay.
So, in terms of if you're using it for pets, right, it means that residual efficacy is a little.
Exactly.
Is it low? The residual efficacy
very low.
But in that way, if we're having a very low residual efficacy, how long is those products going to stay on surfaces? In terms of getting rid of, let's say for example, American cockroach, right? And you spray in the perimeters. The residues are meant to keep killing the pest.
Actually, it is determined. The low toxicity is determined by the active ingredients.
Oh, okay.
And it's also the concentration. So it's a balance. Initially, you need to choose a good active ingredient.
Yeah.
For DDVP, it's inherently toxic.
So organophosphate.
The only way you can do is make the concentration as low as possible. But for dinotefuran, since it's 3rd generation, so the toxicity inherently is low, and it's environmental friendly. So we usually make it into 20% to 40%. It depends. So even it's 40%, we will instruct our customers how to use it.
Okay.
With a lot of water to be diluted. Mr. Jim, Shofu has a question that 我们怎么平衡这个就是氟虫胺的毒性和它的持效性，就是它的持效性会不会受到它毒性低的影响而变得很短？
毒性呢是针对人类和一些其他动物，然后呢效果呢是针对我们的保留生物，像虫子、蟑螂这些，它们两个是不一样的，所以不是说
没有相关性。
说它的 效果好，它就毒性高。本身服装这个对高等动物、对人类啊、宠物这些是非常友好的，它毒性非常低。
哺乳动物。Okay.
确实是这样。
Okay. For dinotefuran, usually the effectiveness is targeted on the pests, and the residual is the safetiness is for the human beings. Totally different dimension. So dinotefuran is safe to mammals, human beings, but the target is the pests. So that's quite. You can balance it with its effective, long-lasting, and
the safety. Okay, that's really great. I mean, the critical thing is that we are looking at public health pesticides, and the safety of people, the users, is critical for us to get perfect results. I think that's one of the greatest. So initially we talked about the cost of this product, right? So what's the plan in terms of costing?
We will finalize our cost launch after our registration is done with NAFDAC. Since we know in Nigeria, this is really important for us to get compliant in this country as a leading company. We want to be the leading company in this continent.
Yeah.
So after we get our region number, and we will launch our final price, but we will make it affordable to the end users. Since we've seen the price in this market, so I think this is our selling point: good quality with affordable price.
Amazing. That's quite important. Affordable pricing is critical. But in terms of also product usage and product innovation into the country, I've seen a couple of manufacturers, do products, right? But there's one key thing that differentiates them a lot, and that is the education.
Oh,
yes. So is there a plan for educating, maybe creating webinars, trainings with pest control operators?
Yes, actually, if you follow our channel, KingGuard or our mother company Essence, we've already launched some education together with PCO companies and retailing companies of public health products. We do the training of different spray, like residual spray. So in the future, we plan to have more this kind of programs and projects for the customers and PCO companies, so that they can have an idea what public health and what IPM it is.
It's great because, we need to actually look at proper education, because that's key in terms of getting proper effective results in pest management. And that's really much important. So I've used a couple of the products, especially TMK, that's a termite killer product. And for me, it's a banger. When I say it's a banger, it means that it came up with a very good result. Compared to what we've used over time, right? So the result was really superb. And funny enough is that we went for the visits. I'm going to add the video of the job we used it for in this podcast. I'm going to add the video to it, and you would see that the termite infestation was so much that we didn't even think that it would get eradicated with just 2 visits. As yesterday, my technicians went to site and they went to that facility and the termites were gone. So one thing is that we introduced it when we noticed the termite infestation moved from higher concentration to a weaker zone. It means that they moved from the room that they were infested before to another place that is not infested. So then we had to introduce TMK, the termite killer product. And when we introduced it gave us perfect result. And so I am just so much looking forward to other products, that your organization is going to bring on board. So initially when we talked about dinotefuran, right? And most of the available active ingredients that are used in the market right now, we have the likes of detametrine. I don't know if you have a plan for that, detametrine and what do you call it, alpha-sapamitrine?
Yes.
Yes.
We will have plan.
Okay.
For different customers group. We will have ivermectin, cypermethrin, and deltamethrin, and even flumethrin in the near future.
Flumethrin, okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's for like cattle and pets, basically.
Yes, for cattle and other
Livestock.
Livestock, we will have power on formulation. That's for the bath of different animals.
Great. So what exactly are your major focus? Because we've noticed over time that manufacturers come in, they produce public health products for a while, right? Eventually they move into agrochemicals.
Due to the quantity.
Exactly, due to the quantity. Then also, sometimes tax waiver with agricultural firm, agricultural department and all. So, but I hope it's not going to be the same thing. We seriously need public health products in Nigeria. And it would be nice if we see that consistency, and looking forward to that consistency with your own organization. What do you think about that?
Yes, we've noticed that the agrochemical products are widely used in Nigeria for public health usage, but actually it's not a quite recommended way, since for agricultural products, there are many factors haven't been considered when it's for public health use, like the smell, like the safetiness to cats and dogs, to human beings, and even more importantly for the babies. It's really important. We know in Nigeria, many families, they have little babies. The average youth of this country is very young. So for the products for public health, it's really important to be safe.
Exactly.
For the babies.
Exactly.
So for agrochemicals, they don't need to care about this factor, since it's for crops and usually it's adults to apply it.
Sure. So we need to look at quality products and the availability of this quality product. I really love the fact that the products that you are bringing on board are going to be affordable and ready to use. So, okay, now that brings me to the question of what are the formulations that we should be looking at? Are they going to be ready to use? Because we have other manufacturers that are also focusing on ready to use products, right? Yes. So, and unlike the current need of pest control operators, we need products that we have to formulate ourselves, mix up together with maybe water or sometimes oil based, So, are your products going to be ready to use or majorly for pest control operators?
For different sales channels, we will have different formulations. So, for end-use channel, we will try to make all of the products in this channel ready to use. Since for myself, when I purchase products or when I use the products, I want to be as easy as possible. So usually for this markets, we will try DP, decibel powder, or baits or gel baits that the customers can use it directly and easily. Yeah.
Great.
When I use the public health products, I don't want to find a bottle and add the chemical and dilute and see how many water I need to add and do the calculation. It's too much.
Okay. So it's really much important that we look into quality products, ready to use products. And sometimes over time, what we've noticed is that there is always a case of resistance. Yes, the product. So what's your plan in terms of resistance? Because Nigeria has a special type of pest issues, right? Special type of pest issues. And because over time, vendors, right, or homeowners eventually use several vendors. They use several products before they even call the pest control person. And over time, resistance must have occurred or is occurring. Right. So what's the difference in your own product in terms of resistance, right?
Yeah, that's why for KingGuard products, we will launch different products for one target to let customers to rotate. Otherwise, when the end users, they reach out the vendor or the retailers, they will always recommend the products they have inventory. So they keep using one product. That's also the reason why we need education. The customers need to know what they are using and what they need to do when to prevent the resistance. And Mr. Jin, do you have some recommendation for avoid the resistance issue in public health?
就是他这边抗性管理有什么建议？
其实我们提供的不仅仅是单一的产品，就是从如果解决问题是提供了一整套的方案。在这里面我们已经考虑到了，比如持续用一种药产生的抗药性，或者是对于问题的一个严重性。我们在这个过程中呢，也会根据实际情况来及时调整产品和方案。在这过程中，我们也会跟施工人员去教他们怎么用，让他们的效果更好。
Yeah, since basically we share the same opinion that our KingGuard products we already consider the factors of resistance. So not only we have different products for similar targets for rotation, but also we will launch a group of solutions for the families, like for a whole family public health control, for which targets you need to use, and like program A, program B, and rotate, and this is for resistance control. And we will also keep monitoring and collecting feedback from our customers, like PCO companies. They will give the feedback from customers in time. So whenever the resistance symptoms come, we will try to launch new products. That's what we do.
Okay, that's great, because there is a need for that consistent change in product over time. So you see some couple of other products renew their own products, change it, the same pest issues, but different active ingredients with time.
It's really important. Just like medicine, when you get a cold and you take the same medicine for 10 years.
Exactly. So there's possibility of resistance. Yes, I agree. So there are cases where you have product already available in the market, then resistance occur, then you also have businesses, right? So now for pest control operators, right, are there also several products that is going to be introduced to pest control operators too?
Yes. For some products, like high concentration products, or not ready to use products, that's for our PCO customers. So they will need professional machines, equipments like polymer machine, ULV. This would be a systemic pest control solution. Since even for families and households, we will suggest that the customers need to do an entire pest control service at a frequent time to have a better living condition.
Okay. So what are the mistakes, for PCOs that will be using the product over time? There's tendency of the PCOs making certain mistakes in the product usage. So what are the common mistakes that needs to be avoided to get perfect result?
Okay. 就是 PCO 公司一般来说，像我们国内，他们在使用上会有什么不当的地方吗？常见的错误我们可以给他们
一种是最简单的，比如它使用方式错误，有一些要滞留喷洒，做成了空间喷洒，对吧？使用方式的错误，这是一点。第二类呢，它使用浓度有问题，比如说要稀释50倍，或者是稀释500倍，它加水量加错，因为它涉及到一些不同的喷雾和一些超低容量喷雾的这样的一个区别，
我先翻译一下。
Okay, so firstly, the most common one is the way of spray. Since there are residual spray, it's on the floor, on the wall, and there's another way is called space spray. It's in the air. So usually this is the commonest issue that PCO companies will have, that they cannot recognize these two spray ways correctly. And the second part, 第二个是什么来着？
使用方式
那个 and the second point is the dilution. Since we have instruction on the labels, but many PCO companies just ignore the labels.
Exactly, they don't read. True.
还有更低级的，比如选错药啊这些。
这种的话就比较少。
Yeah, this is very common that they didn't follow the dilution times, like 200 times dilution, 500 times dilution, they don't follow.
True. So it's very much important that that's why I talked about education
Yes,
initially.
it's really important.
Education is really important.
Yes, so
Yeah.
they need to follow and then test the real results if it's effective.
So education is very much important.
Education is
Yes.
very important. Otherwise, many good products are mistakenly used. That's a pity. That's a pity.
Yes. Yes.
As
And
a
that-
manufacturing VO, we know that some products are really good products, but due to the mistakenly used, it cannot get the.
Now, we've talked about the importance of education and the product usage, which is very much important, and the details of pest control operators, their own major responsibility. So is there like a plan for pest control operators, maybe like an other advantage that you probably have not maybe talked about it to anybody yet? But right now you have pest control operators listening directly. So is there any other additional advantages that pest control operators will be gaining from your own organization essence itself?
Firstly, for PCO companies getting education, the most important benefit they can get is their feedback from their customers. With the right instruction and usage and application, the effectiveness of the products can increase a lot. There's no accurate number of this increasement, but their customers' feedback will tell them. We have experience in our domestic markets, Chinese markets already. Since in Chinese markets, we do a lot in termite markets. We produce products for the governments and do the termite control for the government agencies. And also, since previous several years ago, we provide our products to some scenic spots in domestic markets to protect the buildings. Since for termites, it will destroy the whole building. It's really important.
Yeah.
And this is the most important benefits for the PCO companies. And the second one, it can save the costs and the products.
Okay, so I was talking about the fact that pest control operators, is there like an added advantage for them? Maybe staff training.
Yeah.
So, for example, you can train their staff. I've seen a couple of international manufacturers do this. They organize training for staffs of like a free training on how to field. It can be field training also on how to use most of those products.
Definitely. It's important.
Is this something that you're looking at?
Yes, definitely. Since our factory is already here, and our top management, our big boss told us we need to have a training room in our Lekki factory.
Oh, great.
So that's the open training for our customers, not only agrochemicals, but also public health. I think even public health area need more training. Since for agrochemicals, they've done a lot of training, no matter from the companies, from the distributors and manufacturers. But for public health, people really need it.
Exactly. So it's way important that, if you've not been looking at it before, thank you. But I'm glad that you're also looking at that perspective, which is basically training staffs on how to use this product well. So are you only selling to Nigeria? Since you have it at the Lekki Free Trade Zone,
Yes.
Are you selling to other countries too?
Yes, actually, that's our main target, since we believe Nigeria has the potential to be the production center in Africa, not only in West Africa. Just like previously China and now India, and maybe in the future, I think it would be Nigeria, since a lot of manufacturers are here already.
Exactly.
So that's the reason why we built our factory in Lekki Free Trade Zone. We want to cover and export to neighboring countries, or even in the future to Latin America.
Oh, great. So you want to pass through us to other continents?
Yeah, so we believe in the near future, made in Nigeria would be also a signature.
Oh, I love that. That's the bigger picture.
Yes,
That's
picture.
that's the bigger picture. That's great. I mean, that's a great innovation for us here. And that's the beauty of it. I mean, it will be our joy to have made in Nigeria product and see how effective it's being used in other country.
Yes.
And that's fantastic. So now who are the major people that you're looking at to get attracted to through this product?
Firstly, we think PCO companies, since these companies are professional and training for professional people is the first step for us. And then these people could train the end users. If we train the end users, that's a lot of work and it's not quite efficient. Yes.
Amazing. So is there like a current plan in terms of supporting programs that are related to pest management?
Yes. I think it would be projects like this.
Yes.
Education, just like what we've done in China, in agrochemical and public health area. We've been doing that all the time.
Great.
For supporting our customers and education of the customers so that they can get their customers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
As a continuous way.
Exactly, because the organization itself might not be able to reach multiple people,
Yes.
but you need people who are also connected to other people to get to those people. I think that's a great perspective. So, I mean, just to also add up, is there anything that makes your products extremely different that we've not talked about?
Our differences.
Yes.
Firstly, is the effectiveness. That's the quality. We've seen many low quality products already, not only in this market, in many markets for public health. I'm not quite sure about the reason, but it happens. So what we can insist on is the quality that we always follow the standards of multinational companies.
Yeah.
Like everybody know Premise from Bayer and also Alpine from UPL. Actually, we also have corporates with this kind of multinational companies in China. Some products we produce for them. I cannot tell you the name and actual ingredients. But actually, we are doing this. So our quality is basically the same level with multinational companies, but with affordable price. That's our main differentiation. It's very simple. It's very simple strategy, just beneficial to the customers.
True. That's really important because Nigeria is a very unique market.
Yeah.
You have a mass market. If you can invest well in Nigeria, you have a mass market of people who need solutions,
Yes.
right? First, the main major problem is mosquito itself that causes malaria.
Yeah.
Is there a product to that?
Yes, we have a Buzzkill.
Buzzkill,
Yeah,
okay.
Buzzkill
Is that ready to use?
Is ready to use. Is low concentration and EW formulation. So it's not smelly and people friendly and also effective for mosquitoes. The target is mosquitoes only. So before I come to Nigeria, I'm also afraid of malaria. This is spread by mosquitoes.
Yes.
And mosquitoes is so common in
Exactly.
daily life.
So common.
Every day you have the risk to get malaria. That's so scary. So I think with the tackle with this problem, Nigeria will welcome more investments for foreigners or for any other countries.
Is there like a plan in terms of mosquito control here in Nigeria? Do you have something related to that?
Like the government plan?
Yes. Maybe you are first. I know you're definitely starting with the product aspect. Maybe there's a project in terms of. I think it's a very good idea for your organization. Actually,
yes, definitely.
You pay me for that. So it's a different perspective that we can take a look at, right? In terms of mosquito control, right?
Yes.
There's so much to do with mosquito control. It's related to waste management. It's related to sanitation. It's related to vector control itself, the product itself. So there's also the education aspect, right? Which is what we're doing with the PestXperience Show and Pest Insights Initiative. So, I mean, I don't know. There could be a massive project.
Yes,
That's
I agree with that. Thank you for this suggestion. So we would start from products to solutions, and in the future to the big projects and programs. Yes,
I think that's a very good one. So is there a current collaboration with the government?
we are seeking for it. We are open for government projects.
So when you say government project, what type of government project?
Like for mosquito control, usually in China, I think how many years ago we still have malaria? 多少年前我们也是有疟疾的吧？ Yeah, decades ago, we also have malaria in China. And usually this kind of malaria is managed by our government. So they invest to control the mosquitoes. And then for human beings or for individuals, enterprises, it's hard for them to control. This is an integrated, systemic project can control these mosquitoes. Otherwise, this area is tackled, is enacted, but in other area, there are still mosquitoes. So it would have some
movement
in manifest.
Exactly, like infestation again.
Yeah, investigation.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
So I think in Nigeria, we can also seek this kind of model to control the mosquitoes and malaria.
Because we've so far focused on reactive pest management rather than proactive. So what that means is that when malaria occurs like this, currently we have this high malaria problem in Nigeria. You see the government is investing on what do you call it, mosquito nets, investing on
mosquito nets.
Yes, they're investing on mosquito nets, investing on product like malaria drugs, and that's just being reactive, not proactive, right?
Yes,
There was an article I published on the news, which is calling on the government to help reduce the cost of public health pesticides, right? And it's great that I'm seeing your own organization look in that perspective in terms of affordability. Then I think we're heading somewhere in terms of solutions, right? So, I mean, if government can also back up the manufacturing sites, I think that would also help. In my own claim, my own blog article was basically calling on governments to reduce the cost of production or importation of those products.
Yes.
But now that we have a manufacturing site like yours in Nigeria, government support with your manufacturing site will do a lot. Will do a lot in terms of getting the products to the mass market, getting the products to pest control operators. Currently, there are waivers on agrochemicals. That's why you see agrochemicals available everywhere in the market.
Yes.
Right? There's a waiver on that regard, a tax waiver on it. So if we can have a reduced cost of production in public health pesticides, then we have a proper headway in terms of solving this problem effectively. And that's really great. That's really great in that perspective. So you're looking at the government. What other organizations are you looking at?
I think firstly, we focus on this one.
The
In
government.
the near future, when our business grow, we will have more targets and channels.
Great. I feel that also you should participate in the conferences, like the Global Pest Management Conference. You were there last year.
Yes, last year we were
so
there.
we're
It's
hoping
wonderful.
it's a wonderful time. We're hoping that we have you again this year.
Yes. For June or July.
Yeah, July.
At that time, our registration would have number for our King God products.
Great.
Also, hopefully, we can have inventory at that time.
Great.
So that it's ready for purchasing.
Great. So, I mean, you already talked about the affordability of the product,
Yes.
which is quite important. Then also the product. Now, when will the products be ready to be available in the market? Because everybody watching this video is like, when will these products be ready?
I think it would be July.
July.
Yes.
Great. By that time, so that means by the Global Pest Management Conference, you're bringing the products ready.
Yes.
Oh,
We
great.
need to apply and push for this timeline.
The timeline, great. So it means that you're registered with NAFDAC?
Yes, definitely. We want to operate with proper regulation.
Yes,
We are
that's
not for big
critical.
money. Yes.
Exactly. That's critical. But now there's an aspect which is the registration procedure. How do you see the registration procedure in Nigeria?
It's okay. Actually, it's okay since we do many other markets that are crazy, like Brazil. It will take 8 years.
8 years.
For registration.
So how long have you been on registration with Nigerian products?
I think we start our factory process since last year, and the registration process will start officially after GMP inspection of our factory. So that's the reason why we will have it this year. Since this year our factory would be finished soon, and after it's finished, we will start our registration process.
Great.
Yes.
So it means that if the registration process is out, if your GMP inspection is happening, let's say April, right? The products will be readily available, registered by July.
July or August.
Wow.
Depends. Yes, it depends.
Wow.
Yeah, since this is also our first time to register products
Oh,
here.
okay.
So we will have practical time after we experience the whole process.
Okay, okay, that's great. Because what I've heard about registration with NAFDAC is that it takes a while before it gets approved and all. So in that regard, sometimes it affects product availability in the market. And it's great that we look into a different perspective with that. I'm hearing for the first time that
I think maybe because we are manufacturer ourselves, so for some data, for some data sheets or something like that.
So it's easier for
us
you.
to provide.
Okay. I get. So it's way faster. And again, the manufacturing site is here.
Yes.
Okay. That's great. I mean, that's also a very good feedback to NAFDAC. Initially, we were working on how we can speed up registration procedures, which is basically having I think we talked about it, a framework where US EPA products can also be registered in Nigeria. The major focus is creating that lumps of manufacturers together. We can have a policy framework block to NAFDAC in such a way that there is no repeated registration framework again.
Yes.
So, for example, products that is registered in your country should also be valid here. Maybe just few other studies that can be done. And I'm glad that we are hearing that the products are faster. Registrations are faster.
We are here already.
Fantastic. So it's been a wonderful time, talking about this product availability and the advantages for technicians, then also the choices of pests that these products can also work with. I'm sure some other distributors are out there looking at, they want to have their own products. They want to register their own products in their own name. Is there a plan for white label contract manufacturing?
Yeah, sure. If quantity is big, we can also accept contract manufacturing. That's I understand that some customers, they want their own brands, not only as a salesperson, but also their own brands, their own labels, own design. It is also okay for us. That's what we do for agrochemical business.
Fantastic. That's a very good one. A lot of people would want to dabble into that perspective, and it's great that we are seeing it from different perspectives to getting all those products out there, right? And that's a very fantastic one. Okay, so it's been a wonderful one so far, talking about a lot of things and the innovations that your own company is bringing on board to help in this aspect of public health pest management in our environment. And it's great news for us to hear that Essence Fine Chemical is here and is here to stay. So we're expecting that in the next 20, 40, 50 years, we have your manufacturing site fully ready and set. So by July, Essence Fine Chemical manufacturing site will be ready. It's going to be a wonderful one. And we are glad to have you in the market. Thank you very much for being on the PestXperience Show. I look forward to much more collaborations in terms of educating people through the PestXperience Pest Insight Initiative. And thank you very much. It's been a wonderful time.
Thank you, Shofu.
Thank you.